is News 3 Now at 10.
Thanks for joining us tonight. The race for the White House is still too close to call as the vote counting continues.
Today, Joe Biden was projected to win 2 more battleground states, Michigan and right here in Wisconsin. Those developments puts the former vice president within striking distance of the 270 electoral votes needed to win the presidency. We are still waiting on results from Georgia, Nevada, Pennsylvania, North Carolina, and Arizona. And today, Biden painted an encouraging picture for his supporters.
I'm not here to declare that we've won, but I am here to report that when the count is finished, we believe we will be the winners.
Biden currently leads President Trump by 40 electoral votes, with North Carolina, Pennsylvania, and Georgia still considered toss-ups. Arizona and Nevada are leaning Democratic. President Trump's campaign filed lawsuits in 3 states today: Pennsylvania, Michigan, and Georgia. The new filings demand better access for campaign observers to locations where ballots are being processed and counted, and absentee ballot concerns. Election officials across the country said the vote counting process has gone smoothly with few, if any, irregularities.
As the election is decided, groups in Madison are rallying to make sure every vote is counted. We've heard this message all day at various events in the city. Tonight, a Defend the Vote rally began at the Capitol, and that's where we find our Madeline O'Neill. Maddie?
Well, even though we're getting closer to hearing the results of the presidential election, those that were here at the Capitol earlier today for the rally say it's not over until every vote is counted. This rally was put on by groups including Our Wisconsin Revolution, the People's Green New Deal, and Democratic Socialists of America. Organizers say while the groups themselves have had their differences, one thing they can agree on is upholding democracy. While the event pushed back against the Trump administration, this event was set to happen regardless of election outcome.
And so for us, there was no reason ever to sit back and believe that we were going to be done, that we were going to be treated fairly by the people who are in charge. You know, that's just fundamentally untrue in Wisconsin. It's untrue in the United States. And so we wanted to be prepared for whatever outcome.
The message tonight was even after votes are counted, there's still work to be done. Ralliers are calling for things like Medicare for all, extended mail-in voting, and defunding jails and police. This was just one of a few such rallies here in Madison, including one that started at the Capitol around noon and a car caravan that started around Hilldale Mall this afternoon. So clearly a message these groups are trying to get out tonight.
All right, Maddie, thank you. And rallies similar to that one, not just in Madison, but all across the country tonight, demanding that every vote be counted in the election. Large rallies in Philadelphia, Detroit, and this one was from New York City.
Joe Biden has now received the most votes in American history. The previous record was set by President Obama in 2008, receiving 69.5 million votes. But today, Joe Biden surpassed the number with millions of votes still yet to be counted. The city of Madison is reaching out to its voters, thanking them for a very high turnout yesterday. According to a tweet from the city clerk's office, the final turnout was 84.7%. That is nearly 162,000 votes.
Donald Trump's campaign manager says the president will order a recount here in Wisconsin. Right now, he's within the margin to request one, but that could change, and he could also turn his focus elsewhere. What's been called so far are the projections. They're unofficial. Over the course of the next few weeks, election officials at the municipal, county, and state levels will all make sure the results are accurate. Until counties double and triple check, the president cannot order a recount by law. If he does call for one in a few weeks, it would be the 3rd statewide recount in the last decade in Wisconsin. We spoke with the person who oversaw the last one, and he doubted that one would make a difference here in Wisconsin.
It takes a lot to really make a substantial change as a result of a recount. And we, for instance, would not expect a margin of 20,000 votes to be reversed as a result of a recount.
Michael Haas said back in 2016, only 131 votes changed. Jill Stein, the Green Party candidate who called for that recount, had to pay more than $2 million for it to happen as required by law. If the president wants a recount, he would have to pay for it as well unless the margin tightens to 0.25% or less.
Wisconsin's Election Commission is making it very clear today. No results are final and won't be for several weeks. WCEC Administrator Megan Wolf told reporters counties are just starting to go through the process of canvassing, which means they are triple checking results. The WEC won't start to compile results until next week.
That is not a process that we made up or adopted. That is according to state law, and we followed state law. Part of democracy is following the laws that have been prescribed by our elected lawmakers. And the elected lawmakers have prescribed this process for canvassing in our jurisdictions.
And be sure to stay with News 3 Now and Channel3000.com as more results come in and how the promised recount will happen in Wisconsin.
All right, it's time to get a look at our first warn forecast. A beautiful Wednesday, and here's meteorologist Dana Fulton. Dana?
Temperatures this afternoon in the upper 60s again, similar to yesterday, and frankly, very similar to where we will be tomorrow. A very mild afternoon, almost 20 degrees above average. Even tonight, it's not going to get too cool outside. We're only in the 50s currently in Dane County, a very similar spot to where we were at this time yesterday, so we're not expecting our temps to drop too much. Doppler track is quiet. This is a loop over the last 3 hours, and as we zoom out to look over the entire Midwest and then the entire country, we really just don't have anything that we're monitoring right now. Some light rain in the very corner of the Pacific Northwest. Otherwise, things all pretty quiet across the board. Sunshine expected through the weekend. High temperatures will stay near 70 degrees. And for next week, we'll see a little bit of an unsettled wet pattern developing. We'll take a closer look at those shower and potentially snowflake chances in just a few minutes, Eric.
Dana, thank you. Today, the conservative-leaning Wisconsin Supreme Court refused to consider whether to reinstate the governor's mandate on gathering limits. The Evers administration issued that order in early October, sparking a lawsuit from the Tavern League of Wisconsin. Went back and forth through the appellate courts, and today on a party line vote of 4-3, the court decided it will not take it up. The majority offered no explanation. There are more than 5,800 new COVID-19 cases confirmed in Wisconsin today. Also, more than 10 newly reported deaths. DHS officials say 70 of 72 counties have very high activity levels for disease spread. The 7-day average positivity rate has increased to 31%.
The UW system has been given a $250,000 rapid result COVID-19 test as part of a new partnership with the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services. Interim system president Tommy Thompson made the announcement this afternoon.
That we were chosen to be the first ones, by the federal government, to do a surge capacity to see if we could sort of flatten the curve on this insidious COVID-19. And so we're been working very hard around the clock. We're going to start testing already tomorrow, and at some sites, most of the sites will be opened up next week.
The partnership is to establish surge testing sites on UW system campuses. The 250,000 tests will allow residents to get tested at no cost, regardless if they are experiencing symptoms or not. Over Halloween weekend, at least 13 UW campus area residences violated Dane County's public health orders that limit the size of indoor gatherings to 10 people and outdoor gatherings to 25 people. Public Health Madison and Dane County is working with the university, the police department, and the city attorney's office to deliver summons and complaints. Offenders could face disciplinary action from the university and fines.
The Packers organization tonight says it'll continue to host games without fans. According to a statement, the Green Bay area would need to see a significant improvement in the rate of COVID-19 hospitalizations, as well as the community infection and positivity rates. Right now, it is one of the hot spots in the entire country. And as of now, tomorrow night's NFL game between the Packers and 49ers is still on. The San Francisco 49ers closed their practice facility today after a positive COVID test. And on the Packers side, still talking about running back A.J. Dillon with that positive test earlier in the week, and running back Jamal Williams and linebacker Kamal Martin were designated as high-risk close contacts. They'll be staying away from the team until at least Saturday.
COVID-19 continues to rage through the United States, with the total number of cases nationwide now climbing towards 9.5 million. Nancy Chen has the latest from New York, where officials are nervously watching those numbers.
With hospitalizations at a record high in Nebraska, health officials are looking to borrow nurses from other states. And hospitals in Iowa and Missouri say bed capacity could soon be overwhelmed. Infection rates are on the rise in nearly every state. Michigan is averaging more than 3,000 new cases a day, leading the state's largest county to postpone jury trials until next year. And the virus continues to throw a shadow over the football season. The San Francisco 49ers shut down their facility after a player tested positive.
Here in New York, the city has struggled back to life by keeping the infection rate under control.
but the mayor says he's worried numbers are ticking higher. The city's average rate of positive test results is hovering just over 1.7%.
To the extent we stabilize around that level, that's something that we can handle for now. But again, that's not where we want to be for the long term. We're going to have to really buckle down to push that number back down.
In Europe, a lockdown goes into effect on Thursday in the UK, closing non-essential businesses and leading to a last-minute rush to hair salons.
I didn't want to have to wait like I did before, the 3 months. It was a nightmare.
I've driven in from outside London to get my last blow dry before we locked down.
The World Health Organization says cases in Italy skyrocketed 72% in the last week. At the Vatican, Pope Francis spoke from his private library, urging followers to obey health authorities and defend against the pandemic. Nancy Chen, CBS News, New York.
In the UK, the University of Oxford says it expects late-stage trial results on its COVID-19 vaccine by the end of this year, raising hopes that Britain will start distributing a vaccine by early 2021.
And still to come tonight, a closer look at what will become a more diverse state legislature in Wisconsin, plus what has historically been a bellwether county in the Badger State flips for Joe Biden this year. We'll go back to Sauk County. That's next.
The best deals in America are on now at Furniture and Appliance Mart's Black November Veterans Day Appliance Sale. Get our best Black Friday appliance deals and doorbusters now. Plus 18 months interest-free. Furniture and Appliance Mart inside Ashley Home Store off the Beltline. Thanks to those who served.
Menards has the best and brightest ideas for lighting your home. From improving your home's curb appeal to adding peace of mind, get big savings on our great selection of exterior lighting. From traditional to contemporary and everything in between. Find your style with outdoor lights from Patriot Lighting. Right now, they're all 11% off. Save with 11% off everything at Menards.
Save big money at Menards. Did you know that Geico's whole 15 minutes thing, that came from me? Really? My first idea was, in 1/4 of an hour, your savings will tower. Over you, figuratively speaking. But that's not catchy, is it? That's not going to swim about in your brain. So I thought, what about 15 minutes, 15%? Serendipity.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Toyotathon is on. Now's the time to get a great deal on Tacoma, RAV4, Camry, and more. I'll take it. I'll get this wrapped up for you. I wish I hadn't just unwrapped it.
Right now, during Toyotathon, you can get 0% APR financing for 60 months on a new 2020 Toyota Camry.
Toyotathon is on. Come in today.
Toyota, let's go places.
When it comes to the holidays, some people have a lot of love to give. Like, a lot. Luckily, Pick and Save has a huge assortment of all your fresh favorites. So givers can keep giving all season long. Pick and Save. Fresh for everyone.
The best deals in America are at Ashley Home Store's Black November Veterans Day sale. Save up to 60% off Black Friday deals and doorbusters now. Plus, interest-free financing for 3 years and bonus Black Friday discounts at checkout. Only at Ashley Home Store. Thanks to those who served.
Thursday morning, the ballots have been cast, but there's still plenty to address with this year's election.
We'll have the latest on vote totals, possible challenges, and where we go from here.
That and more tomorrow on News 3 Now this morning.
Welcome back. And an unofficial count shows Joe Biden winning Sauk County. That's a county that has correctly predicted the next president over the past several elections.
Our Gabriella Becerra went to a community there where voters on both sides of the political spectrum are still processing this election.
On a street in Reedsburg, you'll find that sometimes half of the block has signs for Biden and the other half has signs for Trump. And that's almost exactly how the city voted last night.
After a stressful night, Mimi Wiest and Dee Lambert are decompressing over lunch.
We went back and forth between fear and hope.
Both Wiest and Lambert voted for Biden in this election.
Biden wasn't my hero, but he's an honorable man, and he has compassion. And boy, those are two things that are really missing.
The ladies say they're disappointed with what they're seeing today from an incredibly close race.
It points out, I think, that this country is really split down the middle.
And feel defeated by the past 4 years.
Do we have hope?
I think it depends on who ends up winning. To be honest, I think if Trump wins another 4 years, I'm done.
Out of the nearly 5,000 ballots submitted, Trump won Reedsburg by 230 votes.
It seemed like Biden got about 58% of the early votes, and Trump received about 70% of the in-person votes.
Despite Biden winning both Sauk County and, as of a few hours ago, the state of Wisconsin,
I'm still hoping for Trump.
Lifelong Republican Robert Banbury can't remember an election like this one.
Oh, never, never. And I've been watching them since Truman and Eisenhower.
Banbury says he's surprised at the number of votes for Biden, a candidate he thinks is too old to be president.
I think Wisconsin residents are smart enough to realize that we can agree to disagree.
He admits he's been wrong before in presidential elections, but believes this country needs Trump's energy.
Whichever way it goes, I still believe in the U.S. of A.
Sauk County rarely votes the same way for long, so it's hard to tell which way they'll lean 4 years from now. In Reedsburg, Gabriela Becerra, News 3 Now.
Overall, Reedsburg saw about 83% voter turnout with more than 1,700 in-person votes and about 3,000 absentee votes. The Reedsburg city clerk says 118 absentee ballots were not returned.
The Wisconsin legislature will look a little more diverse in January. Samba Balde, a member of the Madison City Council, an immigrant from Gambia, will replace Melissa Sargent, who's moving over into Mark Miller's Senate seat. Balde easily winning the 48th district seat over Republican Samuel Anderson. He is the first immigrant to be elected to the Assembly, second black lawmaker to represent Dane County after Sheila Stubbs win in 2018. Another history-making race, Francesca Hong will become the first Asian American to serve in the state legislature. Hong is a chef, a co-owner of a Madison restaurant called Morris Ramen. She beat Republican Patrick Hull with 88% of the vote, and she'll replace longtime Representative Chris Taylor, who has been appointed as a Dane County judge. Much closer race in the 51st Assembly District, southwestern Wisconsin. Saw a lot of ads in this race. Republican Todd Novak holds his seat, beating Democrat Chris Marion, 52% of the votes there for Novak. Longtime Democratic incumbent Ron Kine. It was closer than we thought last night, but he wins his 13th term representing Wisconsin's 3rd Congressional District, defeating Republican Derek Van Orden, a political newcomer who is a military veteran and Navy SEAL of 26 years. And the Wisconsin Senate will be selecting a new Senate Majority Leader next year. The current leader, Republican Scott Fitzgerald, won Wisconsin's 5th Congressional District, Jim Sensenbrenner's seat, by beating Democrat Tom Paulzowitz.
And here's meteorologist Dana Fulton with a look at our first warn forecast. Hi, Dana.
Hey, we had just a few clouds building in this evening. Give us a really nice sunset over Stoughton. Much of the area enjoying a beautiful sunny day and really mild temperatures. That's not just in southern Wisconsin. As we take a broader look at our picture here, notice our breeze coming from the south for much of the Midwest. So we're all sitting in this very comfortable mild spot. Temperatures above average for us, but also in Iowa, parts of Missouri, and in Illinois. We don't have any new systems off to the west that we'll be monitoring, so that's some good news. We get to continue on with the sunshine and the dry weather and these comfortable temperatures. It'll get chilly here soon, but we'll at least go a few more days before we watch our temps drop too much. A few clouds overnight. We'll be landing in the mid-40s to start off Thursday. Thursday afternoon will be mostly sunny with high temperatures in the middle to upper 60s. So very similar to today again. We're kind of copy and pasting that as we move into Friday. The pattern goes on with Friday morning, overnight lows in the 40s, and then afternoon highs will be climbing to the upper 60s with mostly sunny skies expected for Friday. That breeze still coming from the south, so it still feels very comfortable outside. It's not until the end of the weekend and the start of next week that our next chance for rain starts to develop. A slight chance late Sunday into early Monday morning, and then a better chance developing for Monday afternoon and evening. We'll have scattered showers and isolated thunderstorms late Monday into Tuesday. That continues for much of the day on Tuesday and into early Wednesday. Now, as the system wraps up on Wednesday, the back half of it might bring us a little light snow, a little mixed precipitation, but at that point, the ground's going to be pretty warm, pretty saturated, so not concerned about about much of that sticking for us, but we will see a few snowflakes likely swirling around early Wednesday. Overall precipitation totals there over that several-day stretch, and that 1 to 2 inch range for most of southern Wisconsin. So it is going to be very soggy for the start of the week. Much of that after a very dry stretch, though, that we've had, so the ground could use a drink. It's just going to be a little muddy by Wednesday afternoon. High temperatures tomorrow in the upper 60s. Again, skies will become mostly sunny in the afternoon. Should be really pleasant outside in the afternoon with our breeze still coming from the southwest. 67 for Thursday, upper 60s for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So it is a very copy and paste repeat forecast over the next several days. And then as that system moves in and brings our chance for a little shower activity late Sunday into Monday, that'll be when we see our temperatures starting to drop back a little closer to average. Close to 50 for our highs on Tuesday. That'll likely be fairly early in the day with temps falling in the afternoon. I'll have some light mix early Wednesday with skies clearing in the afternoon, and notice temperatures for the middle and end of next week back on that chilly side of things with highs in the 40s and overnight lows dropping back below freezing. We can use a little bit of rain, a little bit of a drink right now.
No, I don't want that.
You just want 60s and sunshine.
60s, that sounds great.
If you were hoping for a little bit of rain, we'll get to that.
We can get our fall final cleanups done and all that in this weather. It's a great time for it.
I've got a poplar tree that is just holding on to its leaves.
Get that raking done. You got it.
Gotta get everything all cleaned up. You're right. The sunshine is good for that.
It's nice out there. Dana, thank you. Still to come tonight, reconstruction work almost complete on what's been called the tallest building in Door County. That story ahead. Stay with us.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Get more home for the holidays now with the Brothers Maine Black Friday is Today sale. Shop online or safely in store to get up to 38% off and up to $2,000 back on qualifying GE Cafe and GE Profile appliances. Check out our Hot Point top load washer and dryer. Buy the pair and pay only $4.49 each. This is your Black Friday store for more, including free delivery. The Black Friday is Today sale. Hurry in today for more selection, more savings, and more home for the holidays from the Brothers Maine. Your local store for more since 1938.
Black Friday starts right now at Steinhoffel's. Take 35% off store-wide on the largest selection of in-stock furniture at Black Friday prices. Like your choice twin, full, or queen Sealy mattress, only $99. Get this stylish queen bed for just $189. A Lazy Boy recliner, only $289. Warm up with a new electric fireplace for just $399. Family-sized dining set for $499. And this comfy sofa, also $499. So start your Black Friday shopping now at Steinhoffel's and Steinhoffels.com.
Needs people who fight for what's right. For us, that means fighting for you when an accident has turned your life upside down.
We've been helping families make joy for over 100 years. In America, we're not about to take this year off. So at the Ford Built for the Holiday sales event, get 0% APR financing for 60 months, 90 days payment deferment, and $2,000 trade assist cash on select Ford SUVs and Fusion. That's on top of what your eligible trade is worth. So get the family together, take the scenic route, and make some joy this season. Ford, built for the holidays.
As a retired weatherman, I like things I can predict. That's why I chose an AARP Medicare supplement insurance plan from United Healthcare. It's the kind of plan with predictable out-of-pocket costs. Plus, the plan I chose has a low to 0% chance of copays. It's a sunny day for me.
Honey, you're doing it again.
I'll stop.
The only Medicare supplement plans with the AARP name. Medicare supplement plans have no networks and no referrals, so you can take charge.
Accurate news as it happens, right here where you live. Information that you can use. from the team you can trust. For more local stories that impact your life, News 3 Now. You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
Welcome back. Madison College tonight hosted one of the country's foremost historians and leading anti-racist voices, Dr. Ibram Kendi, and discussed his new book tonight, posting a free virtual discussion on how to be an anti-racist. Tonight's event was free, open for anyone to attend. It's part of the Madison College Talks series. It is billed as the tallest building in Door County. It's really starting to take shape.
The 10-story tall Jim Crest Maritime Lighthouse Tower is scheduled to open to the public next spring. Eric Peterson spoke to those behind the improvements.
The Door County Maritime Museum Tower stretches high into the Wednesday morning air. Construction on the outside of the 118-foot tall structure is scheduled to be complete this month.
It's been amazing to see this progress, to watch the building go up.
Door County Maritime Museum Deputy Director Sam Perlman says the 10-story tower will feature state-of-the-art interactive exhibits highlighting the area's rich maritime industry and history. The company, Southern Custom Exhibits, out of Anniston, Alabama, was hired to get it done. The design crew arrived this week and started absorbing what Sturgeon Bay has to offer.
Overall, the first impression was wow.
Derek Palmer is the project manager. He says the challenge is prioritizing what goes into the tower.
When you look at the history and the surrounding community and commerce that's going on here, that this is it's hard to put that all in one box.
Museum leaders say the exhibits will be educational, but the view from the top of the Baumgardner Observation Tower will be tough to top.
We cannot be more excited to be able to share those views with everyone in the very near future.
The project cost about $7.5 to $8 million, and the tower is scheduled to be open to the public in May of next year.
Let's stay with us. We'll be right back with a final check of your forecast.
The best deals in America are on now at Furniture and Appliance Mart's Black November Veterans Day Appliance Sale. Get our best Black Friday appliance deals and doorbusters now. Plus 18 months interest-free. Furniture and Appliance Mart inside Ashley Home Store off the Beltline. Thanks to those who served.
Millions of customers are leaving their providers and switching to Spectrum. And if you have satellite, it's not hard to see why. Because unlike satellite, Spectrum gives you all the services you need, like internet and TV from one provider. They do? Yeah, they do. And Spectrum has the fastest download speeds with the most reliable performance. Get Spectrum Internet with speeds at 200 megabits for $44.99 a month. Call 833-909-4499. Spectrum wins on TV, too. Unlike satellite, Spectrum doesn't have an ugly dish to install. And you get exclusive premium original content with Spectrum Originals. Wow, really? Really. Plus, Spectrum has more free HD and free on demand. Get Spectrum TV from $44.99 a month. Call 833-909-4499. And unlike satellite providers, Spectrum doesn't have contracts or early termination fees. We'll even buy out your current contract up to $500. Switch to America's fastest growing internet, TV, and voice provider. Get Spectrum Internet and TV from $44.99 a month each. Ask about our easy self-install options. Call 833-909-4499.
You love your business. Every day, you coddle it, pamper it. Maybe the growing pains were hard, but you put everything into it, nurtured it, and fed it, so it would grow. It's only natural that you'd want to protect it with the right insurance. Pamper your business with a policy from Westband and wrap it in the cozy warmth of the silver lining.
We've been helping families make joy for over 100 years. In America, we're not about to take this year off. So at the Ford Built for the Holiday sales event, get 0% APR financing for 60 months, 90 days payment deferment, and $2,000 trade assist cash on select Ford SUVs and Fusion. That's on top of what your eligible trade is worth. So get the family together, take the scenic route, and make some joy this season. Ford, Built for the Holidays.
Hello. Oh. I wish to inquire about your free phone deal. Is there anything hidden I should be aware of?
No, sir.
No hidden plan requirements?
You choose your plan.
No hidden phone trade-ins?
Keep your phone.
No hidden activation fees or other trickery where video recorded evidence would be beneficial?
None.
Interesting.
Lovely scarf.
What camera?
Get the latest phones free with no hidden requirements. U.S. Cellular. Upgrade to Fair.
The best deals in America are at Ashley Home Store's Black November Veterans Day sale. Save up to 60% off Black Friday deals and doorbusters now. Plus, interest-free financing for 3 years and bonus Black Friday discounts at checkout. Only at Ashley Home Store. Thanks to those who served.
Before you make plans, download the Channel 3000 First Warn Weather app. You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
Finally tonight, Americans were apparently hungry and thirsty yesterday as the votes were being counted all across the country. According to Google, top searches for the entire day were fries and liquor stores, both seeing a huge spike on Election Day. People also searched for pizza, Chinese food, sushi, and Mexican food. Maybe they just wanted easily deliverable food so they didn't have to leave the house, but many people are pointing to a different explanation. They say people are using those comfort foods and booze to ease their election anxiety. I don't know. What do you think, Charlotte?
I had 2 sodas. You know that. That's very odd for me. So
we had some anxiety here in the news.
Yes.
There's no doubt.
None of that's surprising.
Let's go to Dana. Final check.
Mostly sunny skies for tomorrow. High temperatures will again be in the upper 60s, and that's where we stay for tomorrow, Friday, Saturday, and then again for Sunday. When our pattern starts to switch a little bit. Shower chances developing late Sunday night into Monday. We have the chance for showers and isolated thunderstorms Monday and Tuesday, with cooler trends building in for the middle of next week. We'll see highs back in the 40s and our overnight lows dropping back below freezing.
All right, Dana, thank you, and thanks for joining us for News 3 Now at 10.
Do something good, be well, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.